Today I'm going to be going over how to do a construction for a bisector of a segment. So the first thing that you want to do is to draw your segment and just draw your segment. And you do need to use a straight edge. So we have this segment, and I want to find out where the very middle of it is, because that's all that a bisector is. So the first thing I did is draw the segment. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put the needle of your compass on one of the ends of the segment, and you're going to extend your pencil a little over halfway. So I would guess halfway is here. So I just need to make sure that it's a little over halfway. You don't want to make it go past the segment. So you want it in between halfway and the end of the segment. And it could be anywhere along this point. It could also touch at the very, very end of the segment if you want. But it just needs to be between the middle and the end of the segment. So I'm going to do what I just said. I'm going to put the needle on the end point, and I've extended my pencil over halfway, and I'm going to draw a gigantic arc, so almost like a semicircle. You want it to go all the way over. And do not change the size at this point. Don't touch that pencil because it needs to stay the exact same size that you just drew it. Now you're going to repeat that process on the other side. So 3 without changing size, because we don't want to move our pencil, make it any bigger or smaller than it already is. So the exact same thing, I haven't moved it, moved my pencil at all. I'm going to put it at this end point and draw another great big semicircle, because you want these two arcs to touch on the top and the bottom. If for some reason you drew this and you didn't make the first arc big enough, you'd put it back over on the other side and you would just extend the arc until it did go all the way past. And then your last step is just to connect the two intersections of the arcs, and that will give you the very middle of your segment. Okay, so this is the midpoint of the segment. Also, where this touches the midpoint, this is a 90-degree angle. So this isn't just a bisector. It doesn't just split this segment in half. It's also a perpendicular bisector because it hits it at a 90-degree angle. So this is also called a perpendicular bisector. let me highlight that. And that is the end of your notes for finding a perpendicular bisector or just a bisector.